So there's a couple of things, and it's similar to when folks are in their career break and I'm helping them transition to a full-time role. It's about mock interviewing. It's about having the conversation and practicing the conversation. There's that piece of it where it becomes more natural that the first time that you have the conversation on a Zoom meeting, for example, you might turn super red, right? You're gonna get really nervous. And third time you have that conversation and it feels a little bit more natural, it's not as scary. The fifth time that you have it, it's not as scary. So I'd say first and foremost, practicing it and having someone be a neutral party on the other side. The second is really important, which you talked about, which is the separation between you and them. You can't control how they're going to react, right? You can't control the outcome. You can't really define whether or not they're going to get frustrated with you or dismiss it or whatever. I mean, it's always worst case scenario is typically where people go, where they're like, they're just not going to hear me and they're going to dismiss me. But the truth is that it's so rare that that happens. Most of the time, a good manager on the other side of the conversation is going to say, I hear where you're coming from. I hear and I can feel that this is taking a toll on you. Let's figure out a way to make this happen, right? Good managers are going to have that conversation. And so there's going to be a way, there's probably a neutral ground, and it's not worst case scenario. It may not be best case scenario, but if it is, amazing. It's probably somewhere in the middle. And so we just have to separate ourselves from the situation and state what is it that we want without having it be an emotional conversation. And that comes with recognizing that once you get your answer, then we have data, right? And I always talk about this as once you actually get a response and you have options on the table, now you can make a decision. But you can't make a decision until you have that conversation. It's the same thing of you can't have a decision on whether or not you take a job until you have an offer in your hands, right? Like right now, there's no decision to be made. It's all about voicing what are the things that you want and need.